Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous Redux version. Normal difficulty. I'm your host, Colors Fate. It's episode 73. We're back here in the Citadel in Chapter 5. The start of Chapter 5, and everything is a little wonky. The main thing I want to start getting worked on is the Path of Legend. The entrance to the Midnight Fane can be found at the Dresden Barracks, so we have to go there with our team. But first, you have returned and not everything is as it should be. So you need to get in here and start rebuilding your crusade because, in case you don't know, your army went kaput. So, there are still some buffs firing, which is nice. So it was almost like you were never gone. All of these management decisions are still here waiting for you. All of the TPS reports are still there waiting for you on Monday. Isn't that funny how that works? So, that's where we're at. Go to campaign and take a look. And this is our army. This is our Crusader army. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we have these two armies. Oh my gosh. Can you guys just join forces? Yeah. Alright, so I'm going to assign a general. Our general, fortunately, still is here, and he's level 14. So, he gets assigned. Assign a general. What do I have to do to select him? Oh, you can't select him right away for some reason. And I can't remember why that is. Yes, it's like... Yeah, you can't select him. I think there's like a 2-day delay or something for some strange reason. I remember that being and going and looking that up. So we'll wait a couple days for that to happen. And then there's, of course, back to recruiting. We need all of the archers that we can possibly get. And all of the Hell Knights that we can get. So what do we need to do here? We need these. How many of these resources do I want? I haven't sold anything yet. So I'm going to do that. And then, let's see. 20 a week. Cuirasses. Alright, recruit them. So they'll be there. And we'll get everybody joined later. That's just to get things started. And then there's Midnight Fane notes. During the assault on the Midnight Fane, the commander managed to capture valuable records of the generals of the demonic troops. The Crusaders have managed to decipher only part of these documents so far. If they are fully decoded, the War Council will receive important information about the secret routes used by the demonic forces. All generals gain the secret routes feat. Army has additional 10 movement points, so you definitely want to do that right away, right now. Rank up development in the art of war, so you can rank things up, strengthening the diplomatic council, but always look and see, is there anything more interesting? Enchanting the Whippet Dope, the Hand of Retribution. The follower of the goddess Milani has arrived in Dresden in secret and committed a murder. His victim was an officer from Galt who had run from the revolution. Next to the body, he found the note that read, "Everyone will pay," and a list of future victims that includes several other officers. They deny being involved in anything. Help the vigilante. We get diplomacy points. Catch the murderer. We add 9,000 leadership points. Or grievance against accused Galt and demand compensation. This is a grievance against Galt. Adds military points and 300 material points. Wow. I'm just going to catch the murder. Alright, report. Thanks to the power of the Wardstone residing in Dresden, the demon siege was much less bloody than it could have been. Enough soldiers survived in the Citadel to form a fighting detachment that is now awaiting the commander's orders. Enchanting the wicked dope. Banish the dope. We get the indomitable life. Heavy armor banded. 1 max dexterity. Grants the wearer ferocity. As per the universal monster rule, a creature with ferocity remains conscious and can now continue fighting even if its hit point total is below 0. The creature is still staggered and loses 1 hit point each round. The creature with ferocity still dies when its hit point total reaches a negative amount equal to its constitution score. Distill the dope. The plague of madness. Heavy armor. Wearer of this +4 banded armor is hit, the wearer gets fast healing until the end of combat. Oh, I like that one better. We only have one person really wearing armor. Well, we have 2, the cleric, but we have a lot of people not wearing armor. Omelet innovation. Crusade morale increased by 20. Well, it looks like our crusade morale is already almost 20 because we're awesome. So let's rank up everything. War, that, and then we're done there. So it feels very weird to me because Chapter 5 feels so much like Chapter 3. You're back in Dresden, you're managing the campaign and everything. And then sandwiched in between 3 and 5 is Chapter 4, where you're in Illusionera and dealing with demons. Just from a kind of straight up thematic standpoint and just a feel standpoint, I wouldn't have done it this way. I felt the first time I played the game, I felt like this, and I still feel like this. I feel like the game should have gone somewhere else after Illusionera. Like somewhere else on the Midnight Isle, maybe. That was bigger and scarier. I don't know, but it shouldn't have gone back to Dresden and the commander doing the same stuff he was doing in Chapter 3 and rebuilding his army. It's funny because I've called this the Redux series because this is my second time playing through the game on YouTube. And coming back to Chapter 5 very much feels like a redux of Chapter 3. It's like, oh, here we are again doing the same old stuff. I'm going to sell a bunch of stuff. And I'm going to pause the video for that, the recording. And when we're done, then we'll carry on with our mission. Okay, I sold a ton of stuff. And I also leveled up most people and gave them upgraded weapons and things like that. So a lot of these people had... Regil doesn't have much, but like Social's got a few items. And so I gave her that staff we'd been holding on to for a long time. Along with these gloves and a robe. Camellia got this buckler and these boots. The spirit trackers that we've been hanging on to. She got this Spellbreaker Tower Shield, and this belt, which our main guys also wear. Anyway, all that's done. Point being, that's done. But as you can see, a bunch of our characters also have mythic levels that need to go up. So we're going to do a couple of those right now. Our main team is what we're going to do. So for our main fighter here, shield focus, but this only adds it to touch AC, so I don't really care so much about that. You can give him improved critical on his S-Stock, or you can give him an extra mythic ability. I don't think I really need one. So whenever you miss with the melee attack, the target still takes damage equal to your strength bonus. That is friggin' awesome, and I want that. The first time I played through the game, that actually got me by some characters. I remember I was there. I couldn't hit this one creature, but my party was able to stay alive long enough for a couple of the team members to do that. So again, she could take that too, but she doesn't have too much of a problem hitting things. I'd rather her do just more awesome raw damage. So mythic sneak attacker, she's already got some sneak attack. Just more damage for her is awesome. Let's go to our cleric. He gets a new mythic ability. Let's see. He could take an extra feat, which is really just going to amount to more channeling. He can get extra channel. Or if there's something really awesome. Let's see. Extra mythic ability. Let's see what there is in here. Oh yeah. Ascendant Summons is pretty good. He's going to be summoning some things, not a lot. But that's pretty good for him. He's Domain Zealot. You could give him another Zealot thing there. It's not... I don't think it's a big deal for him. Impossible Domain. Yeah, so what this does is... Let's see. Acquired ability. Can I get the description? Yeah. So you can get another domain there. Not too worried about that. Last Stand would be good for him because he does have a tendency to fall down. He does have Rupture Restraints. Unstoppable is also a good one, but I'd probably rather he not get killed so that he can continue to at least heal himself or somebody else. So that's my line of thinking on that. My brown for a transmuter. This is There's so many here. She has the 3 spell casting ones, which is great. So it's either improve critical with her short sword, or because that's really cool, it's really nice. But what I'm thinking is it's more important that she not get like unstoppable would be good. And what else does she have? Does she have arcane armor? She has archmage armor. Yeah, so rupture restraints would be good. I think that's a good one for everybody to have. Last stand's also a good one. I like that. Ascendant summons. She's not doing any summoning, so that's not a big deal. I'm not even sure she has any summons. So I'm going to grab rupture restraints, because she also has unrelenting assault, which is what I want everybody who can do melee damage to have. Thundering blows is okay, but I feel like a lot of things resist that sonic damage for some reason, so I'd probably rather have unstoppable or rupture restraints. Make them a little more unstoppable. And then Ember. So Ember, my dear, what do you get? Okay, I have to look up my Ember guide. Yeah, she gets spell focus mythic on evocation, touching. And that's our main team for right now. I'm not going to worry about everybody else this second, because I just want to take the main team. So let's go back to the barracks. We've sold all of our stuff. So the barracks in Dresden. And I actually think, let's see where the barracks are. They're right. Abandoned building, house, barracks. Let's see, how do we get down here? How do we get into a door for the barracks? We have to go this way? I think so. Yeah, right there. I think it's pretty interesting because I don't remember this happening. I think this is a change from the enhanced version where it says the entrance to the Midnight Fane can be found in the Dresden barracks. If I'm remembering correctly, I remember floundering around trying to figure it out, and I think that's a change in the enhanced edition. I could be wrong, but the enhanced edition in this latest patch, it seems like they've done a lot to improve the quality of the game, which makes me very happy. Alright, so the entrance to the Midnight Fane, where was it? Was it here? That's outside. Was it here? Oh, yes, there it is. Okay. And yes, this is the party we want. Alright, so we're going to spend this episode and probably the next one focusing on getting the Legend Mythic Path. You have to go around to the places that you've been before where huge events have happened and do something. And it's been so long now since I have done this part of it that my memory is really foggy on it. So he is what? Oh, he's fatigued. Well, cleanse that from yourself. Actually, you can just cast that on yourself, can't you? Why is Princess over here not in your, oh, can I click that button? Oh, there we go. That's cool. There's a little tiny button there. And there's my Skelly. Skelly, what are you doing? You're still wielding what? The corrosive burst one can go away. You're never going to use that again. The one you might use is this, Blinding Wrath. +5 Anarchic Great Axe. Confirms a critical hit. It also deals normal weapon damage to all creatures in melee range, including the wielder and their allies. Oh, that's bad. Never mind. You won't be using that. That's a hell of a thing to have somebody go fight by themselves, though. Didn't see that little arrow before. That's cool. Okay. Brown fur. You ready to go, Dawn?
I'll take care of it.
Alright, so where do we need to go, do you think? It said what? The pursuit of his ill-advised goal. The commander must visit several places where he has previously felt surges of power. The first of them is indicated by the gods as the rift known as the Gates of Midnight. In the depths of the Midnight Fane. The Gates of Midnight. Is that where... Oh. Oh? Look what we have here. The sound of your footsteps echoes around the empty halls of the Midnight Fane. Every step that brings you closer to the rift is answered by a pang in the wound above your heart. Stop. Now that the goddess and the demons have gone, we need to talk. Oh, if you have something to say, just say it. I do have something to say, and it's important. Even more so for you than me. Hear me out before you go any further toward the rift, to the gates of midnight. Do not make a mistake that you cannot undo. I understand that you think you've been tricked and used. It is not so. I simply could not reveal the whole truth to you without provoking the wrath of the 3 demon lords who have all been paying close attention to events in the wound. Nocticula, especially, as she knew more than the others. But I have never tried to hurt you. Really, what do you call opening me up and sticking a giant and hindering crystal into my soul? What do you call that? The process is still reversible. Stop. Your power will come back to you, and you can use it to defeat all your enemies. Power is not just indulgence. Power is freedom. Freedom to do whatever you want. To protect whomever you want. To punish whomever you see fit. And to not be afraid. To not be afraid of any gods or demons. No one who can spin you around like a toy. Are you certain you want to reject that? My answer is no. I will not stop. I want to get rid of this alien power. It is not mine, and it has never belonged to me. You do not know what you are talking about. I can't stop you. Not yet. Well, go on then. Go and meet your demise. I will visit you again once you have realized what it is you have wrought. Path of the Legend. Alright, well. So, we need to continue on to the gates of midnight. Where are the gates from here? There's the Nexus. I assume that's the gates of midnight. So, my party. I'm facing this way and I need to go out here and to the right. Dun-la, Jaws. The Jaws music still cracks me up. This has got to be the gates of midnight, right? Delamere is here. Alrighty. The flickering flames of the rift, the gates of midnight, as Arilu called it, illuminate your face. You recall everything that has happened here. Your fight with Darazand, the surge of power that followed, and then that step into the abyss. Alarm rises in your soul and your wound begins to pulse once more. It's as if your heart is demanding you to do something, to feel, to realize, to decide. Reflect on what it means for you to be yourself. You turn your gaze inward, seeking to realize, to discern, to find that something that constitutes your essence, to be yourself. What does it mean? A vision, cold and implacable, like the grip of death itself, emerges in your mind. Legions of the dead rise from their graves and march, compelled to do your will by the mere flick of your hand. With the icy serenity of glory and might, you observe the endless lines from atop your ziggurat, which stretches so high it seems to hold up the sky itself. All is possible for you. All is controlled by you. And eternity awaits. The vision fades. Could this be true? That there is nothing left inside you except for this? Recall your life before you gained mythic power. In your thoughts, you return to your past, to the moment before you gained your power, before you were brought wounded to the main square in Kamandris. You remember... Well, if it's me, I always remember my first real kiss. Such an amazing feeling. Burning, beckoning, sweet. The feeling of power, overflowing, capable of anything. That's not how I remember mine, but you go for it, dude. A memory comes to you, but it is not what you expected. Instead, you see the hall near the wardstone and relive your first intoxicating moment when you acquired your power. My first kiss. Was with a very young, amazing woman. We were both 14, by the way. So, two consenting minors. And as I recall, she initiated that thing. That's not what I really remember, though. It's not the first kiss that I remember so much as I remember the first time she basically mugged me with affection. I was walking her home. She lived 2.5 blocks away. Down one street, turn left, 2 blocks. 2.5 blocks. In the dark. 8 o'clock at night on probably like a late September. The weather was nice. It was completely dark. There wasn't a lot of traffic. We live in a small suburb of a small town. Like a place that's 30,000 people. So, you can get out there away from the middle of the city and there's not a lot of traffic. And I'm just walking her home. That's all we're doing. And I'm not even thinking of anything. I'm just holding her hand and I'm just enjoying the moment and can't believe she's my girlfriend. And we'd gone to a dance and she'd worn an amazing dress and she was just an amazing, amazing, amazing young woman. And she stopped. Didn't really stop in the middle of the road so much as swivel around to face me very quickly, like she had some kind of dance pounce move on me. And she stood there, her legs kind of spread a little bit for balance, and she wrapped her arms around me and she said, "Fuck this." And then she just started kissing me. Like her exclamation was for "I don't care who sees us" kind of thing. And it was so funny. She just started mauling me. And I remember that feeling because I remember being that feeling of being desired by someone in a very surprising way. And that has stuck with me for my whole life. So that kiss is the one I remember. The vision fades. Can it be that the memories of your recent past are so deeply embedded in your mind that they have overshadowed all the rest? I trust my heart. It tells me that the path that Arilo has planned for me is one of evil. I reject it. For a brief instant, you are overwhelmed by the terrible weariness and exhaustion. You become disoriented and you start shaking violently. But as the fit subsides, you feel an unusual clarity of mind and an influx of energy. Along with this comes a realization. You must press on. You must revisit the places where you felt the surges of your mythic powers, step by step, as if returning to your past. And the next place you must go to is not too far, in Dresden, the place where the sword of the Valor fluttered in the wind before their army of crusaders. So, back to the sword of Valor. How the heck do we get out of here? Right there, Dresden, yeah. It's very, very interesting how events that occur when we're 14 years old can shape the rest of our lives. I just remember being kissed like that and then kissed repeatedly for the next 15, 20 minutes, standing there in the middle of a road in the dark. There were no streetlights because that particular section of road had not been built on yet. It was not yet a subdivision. It was just a road between 2 blocks where nobody had built houses yet. So there were no street lamps there. It was just dark. And to have somebody desire you that much that in that moment they just couldn't help themselves anymore. That is a powerful feeling. Let me tell you. Something that I've chased ever since and have been unsuccessful at obtaining. Not that I haven't had some very, very wonderful relationships in my life. I have. But that particular thing, that doesn't come around much. Everybody has a different way of showing affection. But I find that the way that I like to be I like for people to treat me is not something that most people like to do. The Sword of Valor, the great relic of the Crusaders, has saturated this place with its divine aura. Your wound is making itself felt again. It seems to be burning, but it doesn't feel like it did during the previous burst of pain. It's more like it's itching sensation that accompanies as a healing scar. But this, along with the sensation, comes anxiety. Your heart pounds harder and harder if it's trying to break out of your chest. A chill seizes you, and somewhere at the limit of your hearing you can make out alarmed whispers and moans of pain. Open your soul. Let everything that tainted my soul flow out like so much bad blood. A short spasm shakes your body. A voice you can barely make out utters a desperate shriek, and immediately something appears in front of you. A vague silhouette, an indistinct figure that bears a striking resemblance to this whiskey in my hand. Who are you? Why are you tormenting me? Yes, buddy. Oh, no. We have to fight. Okay, fighty bitey. I have my stuff. Let's do I have any buffs on? I'm supposed to. Oh, well, that didn't take long. Oh, the little doggy shadow ran off. Why? It hurts so much. Yes, that's what it's supposed to do when we get rid of things that we shouldn't have anymore. Darknesses that we carry with us, shadows that inhabit our bodies that need to go. Arila Vorla says, now do you see what's happening? You're killing yourself. Literally. Stop now, before it's too late. Save your breath, Arilu. There's nothing you can do to stop me. I'll still try. I understand your rage. I know that you hope to heal the wound in your soul, but it's all a lie. An oversimplified solution that will lead you to a dead end. Iomade lied to you. She convinced you that she cared about your well-being. In truth, the only thing that interests deities, even the so-called good gods, is holding on to their celestial thrones. They were the ones who created a universe where pain, violence, and injustice reign supreme, and where mortals are given the most pitiful lot imaginable. Living a ridiculously short life, dying of sickness or injury, powerless to control their own souls after they die. Why would you want to regain all that? We gave you so much more. I don't care what Iomede's intention was when she tried to push me toward this path. I would have chosen it anyway. This path is mine. Truly mine. Anger sparks in Arilu's eyes, but her voice remains cold and calm. Very good. Let's see how much longer you can hold on like this. Just remember that it is still not too late to step back. Oh yes, but I'm going onward anyways. The witch's projection disappears. Silence falls. The witch's protection, is she a Jedi? You are no longer shuddering from the cold, and your heart stops pounding. An odd feeling grows inside your chest. This is how birds must feel when they navigate over oceans and continents to get home. You sense where this vague call is beckoning you. The Lost Chapel. The place where you defeated Nulkineth and felt the surge of mythic power for the second time. So now, we must go visit Nulkineth. Well, we'll go do that. I must say I was rather shocked as a grown adult in my 40s when I read about the 5 love languages the first time. It's rather shocking. I was like, oh, this makes so much sense. I think it's one of the most important things people could probably do before they get into a relationship with somebody is to at least, if you don't have matching love languages, at least be able to speak the other person's love language. I think it's long odds that you're going to end up with somebody that whose love language is the same as your own. But I do think being with someone who can speak your love language fluently certainly helps. Otherwise, you run around with an empty tank, and that's not a good feeling. Everyone deserves to be loved in a way that makes them feel full and complete. So here we are. We have to walk all the way up. I assume we can just... I'm going to save this, but I assume that we can just do this. Oh my gosh, everybody got out of order here. Okay. So let's do this. Let's at least... Man, do we need to buff on the way up here? I don't think so. Now, I could be wrong about this, but I'm going to take a gander and a guess that we can get everybody up here very quickly without running into any bad guys.
Spells, poisons. The art of killing is so diverse these days. A shame one life is not enough to master them all.
Look at them run with their wings. So wonderful. The game has been beautiful to look at this whole time. And it does have its high points, which is of course the reason I came back to it, and the reason that I forced myself to give it a second go, because I believed that there had to be a great game in here. And I was rewarded, which was nice. It's just that some other computer role-playing games won me over from the start. And so that was the thing that was always a little bit difficult to deal with, is I wanted this game to win me over from the very beginning. Arela Vorla says, you continue to be stubborn. I must offer you one final chance. Step back. Regain your power. Stop maiming your own soul. If all my reasoning fails to persuade you, I'm willing to offer you a gift of several unique artifacts from my personal collection. You will never find their equal anywhere. Oh. Go through Arela's projection. Do you know how effective all your attempts to stop me really are? This much. Arela attempts to say something else, but just purses her lips and looks at you with cold fury and, strangely, alarm. Then she disappears without a word. This is where Nulkaneth fell. The memory of the dawn over the lost chapel rises before your eyes. Suddenly, a sharp pain grips your heart and the same ghostly creature appears before you, like the one that attacked you in Dresden. But this time there are more of them, and they seem more fully formed, more solid and filled with angry desperation. Really? Oops, I guess we should have buffed. Well then. Everybody, we're gonna get... this is... Everybody Wang Chung tonight. Let's kill these things, folks. Pops, you need to get up here. There's some people getting hurt. You need to put mirror image on yourself, viewer. These things aren't going to go down easy. What are they? Outsiders. Wait a minute. So this one is there. Oh. Kill it. Is it still going? Kill it again, because it has what? 21 touch AC compared to 45 AC. Ooh. Look at me, I got hurt. The ghostly creature that you fought is convulsing in its death throes and whispering indistinctly. Who are you? Or are you my enemy? You're trying to kill me. Gone, ghost. You are me. You are the bad part of me. Awareness is dawning in your heart. You are approaching the end of your path, the direction, the focal point, the place where it all began and where it all must end. And that place is the Grey Garrison. Well, would you look at that? The Grey Garrison. Aaron, my friend, would you mind using one of those? Perfect. Alright, everybody's here. So, do it again.
Time to act.
And then what? We can get out of here? Okay. Everybody Wang Chung tonight. She's in a hurry because I pressed her first. So off she goes. And the rest of the party. A little haste goes a long way. Good times. And soon we will have the legend mythic path. And then... Oh, look. Oh, that's her. I was going to say me. No. I think all of these spells go away. Boy, my recollection is really fuzzy, though. But I think what we might do is check spells before we rest next time. The ones I'm going to miss are the most. Vampiric Blade, Eyes of Bodak. I'm going to miss those the most. I use those the most. Vampiric is really, really awesome. I like that one. That will be sad when that's gone. Alright, to the Grey Garrison. We don't need that stuff at her altar. But I do need the whiskey. That's nice. Okay. All the way down. So, we can teleport to Villareth Ford Outpost. Someone on the road. Great. I was trying to move it. Who's this? Chief Saul. Okay. I don't trust this guy. You know what I'm saying?
I'll take care of it.
Just bothered by that guy being there and all those people ran on us. Slow, barely moving, a formless figure shuffles toward you. When it finally draws near, you realize it's Chief Saul. But the state of him, the wound has desiccated him, drained him of the last vestiges of strength. His clothes are caked in blood, his eyes are glazed and rolling in his head, and black saliva trickles from his limpy, gaping mouth. Saul, you're alone. Where are the other mongrels? Savemalak, his lair. They're all there. Do you know where Savemalak's lair is? There. Escort Saul to Dresden. We're going back. You need help immediately. Thank you, Commander. So, we were going to do one thing, and we got sidetracked by the other thing. That, by the way, is the essence of role-playing games. And also Star Traders Frontiers. Same kind of thing. Especially role-playing games, though. Isn't Skyrim, like, wasn't that the great meme? Isn't that the one we did the most? So Chief Soul is here, but we want to keep on. I want to get Legend as fast as I can. Skyrim was so great for that. It was like, oh, I'm going to go do this quest here. What's this cave? And Skyrim is so much more of a fun game to play for me personally when I don't use fast travel. To me, that's when the game is at its best. In fact, no fast travel with survival mods, so that you have to hunt and get food and and make shelter and have firewood and stay warm because it's a cold, hostile environment. Survival modded Skyrim is just awesome, and it's so much fun when you don't fast travel because the world is so big. Like if you're in Riften, way over on the eastern end of the map, and you need to get to Solitude, way over on the other end of the map, you kind of have to plan your journey. It's like, well, okay, that's a long trek. What can I do along the way? And that becomes the fun part, is trying to figure out how much you can get done along the way. How efficient can you be in your traveling? Oh, close, because we just got a chance to buy some new. So we're going to buy them. And them. And then we're going to search for mercs. Okay. So you guys go over here. Can we assign a general now? Yes. Good. Okay. He can be assigned. Great. So I want you guys to merge. Wait, what? Oh, okay. You guys got to go over here. I'm dumb. Okay. Archers. Be protected. Yeah, like this. We're going to get, let's see. Hell Knights. Recruit. We're going to buy resources and just go slam a bunch of this down. Yeah. Okay. And what else did we have? We had clerics, didn't we? In our group, and we don't have these. And we had sorcerers too, because we can have 7. So let's take this army. Okay, I need you Hell Knights in front. You guys were like that kind of a situation last time. Like this and this. Actually like this. There we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I had a 7th one, and it was sorcerers. We did have clerics too, but they are now gone. So 6 of 7. So who should we get? Should we get sorcerers so we have another ranged class? Because these are what? Church guards. Nah, they're not going to cut it. Actually, yeah, because we had champions too. I think we left the cuirassiers out of it, but I'm cool with them being gone. Sorcerers. Do we grab the sorcerers? Or do we grab somebody else? Another ranged attack would be really good. I'd like to have some healers, though. Who are these bozos? Hardened veterans. Damage 35, 42. Wow. Hardened veterans, really? But right now we can't get them. I'm puzzled. Let's search and see if sorcerers comes up again, and if they do. Yeah, they're going to be there every time. Okay, fine. I got no problem recruiting them. Yeah. Extra range attack would be good. That'll work. So now we have an army that has some power. 9, it's saying, but that's not really 9. Forget it. That's not even close. We got to get a lot more before we can go attack stuff. So let's go. Enter Dresden. The Grey Garrison. Oh, it seems like you move faster than you do. Did they speed us up? They still make us travel this whole thing, but at least it seems like it speeds you up. So maybe that's an enhancement from the enhanced edition. You guys are all very tired, aren't you? Yes, we'll do this. More loading screens. Okay. Guys, it's right around the corner, and we know we're going to have to fight a whole bunch of them. So, I think the smart thing to do here is buff up. I don't know how much damage these things think they're gonna do, but
I'm always ready. This war must
it seemed like they were doing pretty good damage last time, so. Make everybody have this. Odama. Okay, and also, we've been resting and I don't think all of his spells are set up. 8. Okay, no, they are. They're set up. Oh, what do I have though? I don't have enough. Oh, yeah. I need more greater heroism. There we go. What is this? Siphon life? Yeah, that'll be disappointing to lose that spell. But I haven't used it very much, have I? It's what? Level 6 spell? Put that down here. Might use it this time.
We should prepare.
We should. Okay, what else do we have here? You should probably have one. What do you got? I gave it to you, so you can use that one. Put one of these things on. You put yours on. I want you to make Gorilla our boys here. Where's the doggy? Where is the doggy? Where's your dog? Where's your dog, princess? Oh, there she is. Okay.
It's
Here.
time to act.
No, not on yourself, dingbat. The dog. Okay, and then do animal growth. Animal growth. And cat, everybody. Meow. It's just very funny. And just for extra, do that. And she can still do stuff like, I could put this on him, which is a nice thing to do on each one of them. Do this to yourself. Haste him. Let's go. I don't think they have any spells. They're just gonna melee attack. But there is gonna be a lot of them. It's whiskey time. There's the paintings on the wall that were used as a coded secret in the beginning of the game. Here it is, the place where it all began. The place where you felt the surge of mythic power for the first time and showed it to the world, defining your future and the future of the Crusades. The memory of all that happened here is still fresh in your mind as if it was yesterday. If you listen closely, you can almost hear the voices of the Crusaders fighting nearby. See the light of the corrupted wardstone. Look into the eyeless face of Minago. Minago, you punk. She's a great villain, actually. I really liked her. I kind of wish we'd have got a little bit more of Darazan, too, because I loved his art design. He was great. But what is that? You feel your heart gripped in a vice, and a moment later the ghostly voices become more real. But they are not the Crusaders. You are surrounded by a crowd of ghostly figures, and your eyes are inexorably drawn to the one who leads them. It looks like you, the way you were, and the way you could have become. Who are you? Who am I? Who am I for you? What did I do to you? You hurt me. Why? You are just the ghost of my power. Rest in peace. The creature doesn't seem to hear you. In a hollow voice, it mumbles something that doesn't seem to make any sense. They came suddenly, when no one expected them. They wounded so hard it was unbearable. The wound hurts. Whose wound? Who am I? Who is killing me? Gradually, the voice of the creature becomes more threatening. Need to fight. Need to defend myself. No, you don't. You just need to die. Emba, my darling dear, would you like to ever so much, destroy something? Hey, I got an idea. see. Okay. I was going to try something, but now I won't. What is this? Siphon Life. Range, touch, attack, medium range, and the amount of damage is 1d6 per caster level. This has a 21. Cast it. I want to see what happens. Oh, bismuth. Okay. Ember, why don't you help some people here? It's going to help Della. And you too. I should have put this on everybody before.
I am your end!
What happened there? Shadow deals a bunch of damage. I deal 26 reduced with abrupt end. Oh, I missed. Did I not cast the spell? Oh, it's just the attack of up to. Oh, and there go the levels. Rats. I should have cast it. Am I about to pull it off here? Yeah. Okay. Siphon Life. Hit. Sneak attack. That's nice. And I dealt 66 damage. Ooh. Okay. Gilmer. You're not getting that death ward up very fast, are you? Dang it. Son of a gun. You have a new responsibility here, buddy. Oh my goodness. Oh, I didn't even think about this. Gilmer, heal thyself. Okay. Okay, that didn't go so well because everybody was not death warded. And the negative level drains just ate us alive, so we are death warded now. As we wait patiently for the people to show up. Okay, we're going to click through this because we already went through the effort to read it last time. Now I'm getting sick, and there's my peoples. Okay. Alright. You're just a ghost of my power. Rest in peace.
This will be quick.
I am going to go for that person. You are going to go for that person. And Dog is going to go for that person. Adrenaline, you're right there on that one. Della, come here. Come smack that down. You. What is this? Let's see. Standard action. Bolt of dark energy. Range. Touch attackment. That ignores concealment. Go help me kill this. You also have this. So help them kill that. And Ember, help them kill that. How's that working out for everybody? Let's see how that does. Lord Gilmer. Okay. Well, that was nice. Oops, I got hit with something. What did I get hit with? Shadow deals what kind of damage? Some kind of damage. Alright. Oh, I know what I need. I'm a big dummy. Turn this on. Give me this back. There we go. Whoa. What the hell? Shout greater?
I am your end.
Keep going there, bud. What am I doing? Where am I? Hit this thing. Oh, jeez, I can't because I got some kind of status effect going on. I'm stunned for one more second.
My gift to you.
Oh, no. Oh, brother. Wow, what's going on there? So I tried, very unsuccessfully, to do this in turn-based mode. And all three of the enemies went before I did, and they absolutely destroyed my party before I got to move. So I'm a little puzzled by what's happening. I really just want to know what they're casting on me that is causing them to kick my ass so thoroughly, because this is a serious difficulty spike that I'm not understanding, because the first two encounters were not that difficult, and now it's like these are harder than anything else in the game. So how did that happen? Okay, get ready for battle. I'm trying to. Okay, what's this one? It's right there. It's a shadow. Let's be clear about what this thing is. Alright. It's got a 11 initiative, charisma, hit dice, effects and conditions. It's got a 21 touch AC. Critical hits, it's immune from damage from non-magic weapons, precision damage, so no sneak attacks, and negative energy. Okay. So, in my spells, in group 6, I have this. Vampiric Touch. It's a ranged touch attack. It's medium range and the amount of damage it does. Melee touch attack. Your touch deals 1d6 points of damage per 2 caster levels. You gain temporary hit points equal to the damage you deal. I want that down there. And this is Siphon Time, which also may come in handy. Alright, so I could move and attack, or I could do this, Siphon Life. I don't know. You touch deals 1d6 points of damage per 2 caster levels. I mean, I'm pretty sure I can hit this guy anyway. He's got 285 hit points. But I kind of want those extra hit points of mine, so I want to do... Okay, so 5-foot move. See... Okay, so I can do... I can't do a 5-foot move? How do I do a 5-foot move? Oh, that's not what I wanted. So I can do... There's a 5-foot move. There's a 5-foot move. So I can move like that, or I can just move all the way up on it. I could try to get behind him. I don't think he's going to attack me if I move by him. This game is totally different in this mode. Okay, try this. Oh, it did sneak attack him, though. Thought he was immune to sneak attack. That's interesting. It did a pretty good, fair amount of damage on him. Okay, so then what I get? I get swift and free actions. Alright, so this is end turn. Just to end the character's turn and move it to the next person. Okay. What's he do? What did he do? Angelic aspect greater. Okay. So the next one who's going to hit is this one. So Agenir can move over here. Get a little behind this guy. You can hit Rage, which is a free action. And you can poke this guy. And that's it. That's all you manage to pull off. One measly damage. Okay. Then he got an attack of opportunity and then did a greater shout. Okay, so now the Shadow Demon's going to come up here. Oh. Yeah, I know. I need you in a place where you can actually hit Ember with this. Okay. Where is she at? She's right there, and she's got what status effect on her? Stunned. Bummer. Okay, I'm going to heal everybody. That'll at least give them some life there, and then and he's done. The skeleton. I want this. Who's going to move next? This guy? I want the skeleton over here. Try to get behind this guy. And then what do you got here for abilities? You're definitely not power attacking. Just smack him good. Ooh, that was not good. Okay. Brown fur transmuter. So you have this Umbral Strike. Half the damage is cold and half of it's negative. This thing is immune to negative energy damage. But I'm still going to try this and see what it's like. Because what else do you have? Death, undeath to death. This thing is a chaotic evil outsider, but it's not undead. Okay, let's try that. If your spell was lost, why? Failure chance 20, check 16. Why was it lost? Why was it lost? I don't understand. It's Umbral Strike. Why was it lost? Ignores concealment, but not total concealment. I don't understand that one. So that's a puzzle. What did he do? He used Holy Aura. Each warded creature gains +4 deflection bonus to AC. Okay. Della. Well, let's get you moved over here. Let's get you doing this. This is a, what? A move action. Oh, but we already did our move action, so we need to swing. Okay. Swing and all, baby. 5. Della attacks Shaddy with Mighty Blow of Good and misses. She rolled a 5. Okay. Alright. Ember's out. Dog's out. This thing is going to run up here. Bismuth. Firebrand. Beam of Fire. Can you actually use that? Yeah, but you missed. Okay. End your turn then. So I'm here and I can do a full attack on this thing. Wow, I did some damage. It ain't quite dead yet. That's nice though. That's some good damage. I mean, that was pretty hot dog. Okay, let's see if it kills me. What did it do? It used Holy Aura. Alright, Adrenir. You get a full attack on this thing, bud. You got minimum damage. His strength bonus. This is what he's doing. That's funny. Okay. And so what did it do there? I saw minus strength and minus levels. What happened there? Shadow deals 11 damage to Shadow Demon. It dealt it to itself. Temporarily drains 1 level from Bismuth. Overcomes the spell resistance to that. Failed. Saving throw failed is immune to energy drain. Immune to energy drain. Shadow deals 33 damage to Aaron. Deals 1 strength damage to me. But what did it actually do? It uses one used Holy Aura, and then it casts Weird. Okay. Phantasma Killer, except it can affect more than one creature. Only the affected creatures see the phantasmal creatures attacking them. Subject's fortitude save succeeds. It still takes 3d6 points of damage and is stunned for a round. And the subject always takes 1d4 points of strength damage. Okay, so I failed my saving throw, which is why Ember failed last round too. Alright, so Lord Gelmir. What do you want to do there, bud? I kind of want to put you in the middle and have you heal everybody again. Or summon monsters. Yes. Let's do that. Okay. Now we're going to end your turn. Darlings, dears, you're going to go next turn. My friend, do your best. What'd you roll? Touch of Mercy, and you missed and missed and missed and missed. What do you need? Rolled a 19 and you still targets. Oh, and you only. Oh, so its AC's got to come down. Okay. Well then, you failed last time to hit this thing, which really sucked. With the Umbral Strike, and I'm not entirely sure. Bolt of Dark Energy, which would have been great. Can I do... Is there a 5-foot move? That's a 6-foot move, it says. And then you can fire off all of them next turn. Okay, let's do this. And you still missed. What'd you miss with? You rolled an 11. Oh boy. So I'm not even sure you can hit it, because if you rolled a 20, you'd have hit... yeah, you're going to have a hard time hitting that, sister. Okay. Okay, Della, you might be the saving grace here. Full attack. That thing's dead. Now, you need to move 5 feet in this direction for sure. Amber, you're alive. Okay, where is this thing? It's right over there. Get over here. Actually, you get this what? Hellfire Ray? Casting time. Swift action. Can you hit it from there with it? Hell yeah, try it. Oh, that was nice. And then you can fire it again. Oh boy. Oh my gosh. Ember, get in the range, darling. Oh boy, she is a beast, isn't she, in turn-based mode? Wow, okay. Huh, well. Charge. You can't do that? Alright, yeah, nothing's gonna happen. That's fine. So I'm indisposed for a turn.
I am your end.
Well, that was good. So what do you cast? You cast Mass Hold Monster. Okay. So I got a bunch of people who are kind of not at their best right now. You're going to move over here, and you have this spell. See if you can hit him with it. Missed. Shadow of Umbral Strike. Critical miss. He rolled in that one. Of course he did. You guys are all going to try to hold monster? Okay. Still missing, of course, but that's fine. Sister. Alright, Della. Can you 5 feet? 8 feet. Bummer. Okay.
Forward.
Well, at least she hit it. Ember, can you hit it? Hellfire Ray. So why did I get it as a swift action that one time? Probably because it was like the first turn kind of thing or something like that. Huh, okay. She missed. That's too bad. Engineer, it's back on you again, buddy. It's a lot of misses. Oh, that's unfortunate. It's a lot of spiders that got... That's unfortunate. Oh, man. Okay. Della. Oh, man, she almost did it. She almost killed it. Do I get a chance to kill this thing now? Maybe. What about... Do you think you can take it out with this? Attacks and missed. Okay, so then what I want to do is get up like real close. Engineer.
Strike.
Well, there we go. Only Ember died. instead of everybody. The last woeful shriek, the creature rushes toward you and suddenly disappears. A sharp pain bores in your chest, and you faint. Why are we leaving this room? Are we leaving Ember behind? Oh, the darkness finally loosens its grip on you, and it fades. Your senses return one by one. First comes a sense of touch. You feel heavy shackles binding your limbs. Then your heart returns, bringing the noise of distant thunder, which sounds too repetitive and too regular to be natural. And finally, your sight comes back, but it provides you with no valuable information at all. The place you are in is completely unfamiliar. I should have accepted long ago that some experiments inevitably end in failure. Arilu appears before you, her voice cold, furious, and calculating. A sacrificial dagger gleams in her hands. Sometimes admitting defeat, even if it is only temporary, is very difficult. I regret that it must end like this. I have been watching you for too long, searching for traces, anticipating a particular outcome from my experiment. Prolonged contact creates a sense of attachment to a subject, but you have left me no other choice. You should not have rejected your power. The result is inevitable. You are powerless before me now. What are you going to do now? Kill me? Close the wound and save yourself? I suppose I can allow myself some honesty now. After all, you, in your current state, will not see what is about to happen. I am planning to sever your soul, the last link connecting you and your... what should we call him? Your shadow. Arila's tone is pensive and her voice softens slightly. You have already seen him back at the Great Garrison. He is the personification of the part I once planted in you, the part you no longer wish to have anything to do with. All the preliminary forecasts indicate that you will not survive the severing process, or else I will have to ensure that you do not survive it. I still need your soul. It's severed from your current personality. Alas, I cannot work with it in its current iteration. I intend to stoke Pharasma's wrath by keeping your soul tethered in this world, and then I will attempt to reunite it with your shadow through a new ritual, the third now, that will create a new being, my latest attempt, and in addition to that, it will expand the world wound again. It is difficult to predict how far everything will go. Mendev will most probably be destroyed utterly. New rifts will appear within the bounds of the wound. New demons and demon lords will enter the fray. Nocticula will be enraged. However, those are all just side effects of the experiment. Sediment at the bottom of a volumetric flask. A one-line footnote in a laboratory journal. Iomade, you steered me on this path. Do not abandon me now. She will not answer. Golden light flashes across the walls behind the witch, forming the silhouette of a long sword for a single instant. Then you hear a barely audible mutter as if some invisible person leaned down to you and whispered in your ear, "You do not need me. You have everything you need to win." I once again asked myself, how much of the previous personality remains after death? I need your soul, purified, just raw material, without the addition of emotions and memories, something I can work with, soil in which I can grow the seed. Come forth, please. The creature you fought in the Great Garrison appears before you. Since the last time, it seems to have become more solid, more clearly formed, and that form looks incredibly like you, even despite its inhuman features granted by the power of transformation. The shadow stands, swaying slightly, and touches its face and shoulders as if trying to fathom, trying to understand. So, this is the seed you were going to plant in my soul. In my soul, the shadow repeats in your voice. In my soul. Suddenly, the shadow's eyes light with understanding and stare directly at you. His voice still sounds like yours, but the words are his own. I understand now. I know who I am. I am you. Yeah. And I am not some vessel of power or a corporeal extension of it. I have a heart, and I follow its call. The sensation of these words stirring your soul can be described simply as the falling away of chains. You take a deep breath, as if you are breathing freely for the first time in forever. And along with the invisible chains that fall from your soul, the shackles Arila used to immobilize you fall away too. This cannot be. My predictions, my forecasts, none of them predicted. The witch mutters, recoiling. The shadow shrieks in pain and presses its hand to his chest. You close your eyes and then open them again, staring at the world as if for the first time, sensing yourself, your wholeness, your power. The walls of the ancient prison of Threshold tremble. We just need to wait a little more, Soot. Aaron will be back soon, I know it. Ember strokes the crow's feathers. And there I am, like magic. Iomade, a ringing voice drowns out your companion's words. There is no need to worry. Your leader was taken by Arilu, but the witch could not keep him prisoner for long. I told you Aaron would be back. Ember smiles happily. I have cleansed my soul of the Abyss's essence and of the Nahindrian crystal's power. Now what? The world wound will no longer kill you slowly from within, and the power of the Nahindrian crystals will no longer alter you, changing you into an unfathomable creature. You are immortal, and you will go down in history as a hero who won this ultimate battle, the battle against himself. Friends, it's time to go. This war won't win itself. I must warn you, Iomade says. You have offended Arila Vorlesh gravely by rejecting her tainted gifts. The witch will never forgive you for that. For your own safety and for the safety of Galarian, you must deal with her once and for all. May her black soul serve a good cause for once, by closing the wound she created. You and I, we are like reflections in a mirror. I tread a long and difficult path to gain the power of a deity, and you have done the same, but to get rid of yours. Know that I admire your courage, and now I bid you farewell. Good luck. Legend, Mythic, Path. So we did it. There we go, the end of this episode. I know it's going to be a long episode, but this is what's cool to me, the Legend Mythic Path, because of the story of the Nahindrian crystals and your soul being tainted by this the essence of demons. The Legend Mythic Path actually feels the most correct for the story too. But your ability scores will be increased by 4. Your level cap is doubled to 40. You can still only get 20 levels in one character class. And the amount of XP needed to level up will be drastically decreased. So you will level up way faster and you will have more stats, which is awesome. And so I will finish the Legend Mythic Path portion there on the next episode. All I really want to do is heal Ember. I feel bad that whole time. I'm like, is Ember still here? Can I heal her? There we go. Alright. So yeah. And so what that means is, let's take a look here at the end. Hey, I gave you a command. He's over there doing nothing. It's like, I don't need to obey. So let's get everybody over here in the corner and take a look. No, we still get to keep all of the necromancer, all of the... Oh my gosh, we still get to keep all those spells. Oh, that's hilarious. Well, I'm gonna have to spend a little time doing my spell book. So you get to keep your spells. You don't lose them. All the lich stuff. Oh, well, that was neat. Okay. I don't know that I'm going to play the rest of the game in turn-based mode. I just want to do it for that one fight. I do want to play through the whole game on core difficulty with turn-based mode and see if I can really learn the ins and outs of the game and build some really awesome classes for it that are powerful. But for right now, this is what we have. So, folks, thanks for sticking with me. I know it was a long episode and there's lots of little edits in here. If you're listening to the music and you hear it kind of like rapidly cut, I'm editing. What I'm doing is pressing the pause button while I yawn. It's a late night on a Saturday night, and I wasn't going to do one more episode, but I really wanted to finish the Legend Mythic Path, and I thought I could do it, so I did. But there's been a lot of yawning that you haven't had to hear. So thank you for watching. As always, if you dig it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, leave questions and comments down below. I will see you next time on the next episode. Chapter 5, onward. We're legend now, so now we can just worry about doing all the rest of Chapter 5. See you next time. Happy gaming, everyone.